How's it going once again? Welcome back to another show. This is You May Roscoe, and I am Roscoe. And today's show, we're going to be doing a reaction to the freestyle Fire in the Booth Part 4. This is by Akala. We'll be checking this out. Before we do that, I do want to ask for anybody who hasn't that they please subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you'll be reminded of future shows every time they are published. And this particular um, freestyle in the series, because as you can see, uh, being that we're at part 4, there was 3 other parts to this. So this was the one in the series. I think this concludes the series too. But from what I've been hearing or been told in people who have jumped in the comment section. One of those being Christine Whitfield, so shout out to you. But I was told that this was kind of the one to look out for. So I'm anxious to see what this is about. So let's go ahead, dive in and see what we got.
Yo, listen. 10-year anniversary. Akala.
Sirens already coming for this dude. It's like said the fireman. It might be, but they think it's fire in the booth. Literally, it's like no, it's not. It's just heat coming from the mouth. That's all. That's all.
Turn up, turn up. Uncle Akala, the flow father. You already know that I'm smarter than half of the darker the shit get harder. I spit yet fools when I act like they can't get a quick death. How many careers have been ended in a time that I've only ascended? Just telling things how they are now, why would the truth be offensive? I was independent when everybody signed, still independent, respect my grind, own my own masters, know what that mean? Understand back catalogue, are you green? Seen, means that my kids have a pension. I ain't got kids, just thought I would mention. See my intention, mangle a mention, murder a syllable and strangle a sentence. Stand to attention, all of your henchmen still couldn't bench him, cause he's too heavyweight brethren. Like old school jungle selection, come through humble a veteran. 10 years since the first album, 10 years no daytime radio, 10 years still touring, that's real supporters. We all know why they don't play me though. I'm that rapper, rap about matters that actually matter, challenging power. What? Every single tour is 10% more now. Why do you think that happens? Content matters, albums matter, songs they matter, lyrics they matter, integrity matters, flows it matter. It's worth the skibble, we deal with the matter, no in this.
Hey, everything matters. You know, and especially integrity, you know. Everything matters.
Just write what I like, it's this DB code with the mic, this Iron Mike wouldn't like, cause the fight is a roll of the dice, like rolling on ice, organs openly sliced, cold, I told you the price, colder than ice, nah, colder than life, living in a war zone, hold my advice, take shortcuts, get cut short, long road, hard road, but most sure, well told that I'm doing it at the end of the year, should make all this clear, some only get visibility, some silly fool called me a failure. I smiled to myself. These times I was on the plane to Australia, sold out shows on the other side of the globe, but fools only know what's in front of their nose. So they stun, pose, but they can't sell shows cause their music is poo and they got no flow. I know, you might be astonished. Dog shit cannot be polished. No matter how you push it on the public, son, you cannot make them love it, son. You know how many rappers could pack out a venue in Addis Ababa. Guess what? It was the only one Bob Marley ever did play in Africa. You write raps, I write history on the page, and quite literally an elder statesman to my own generation, an inspiration, cause the flows that I came with is a solo played by Miles Davis, who don't know he's the greatest. So if Charlie tells anybody else their fire in the booth is the best there's been, is he high? Does he lie? Nah, he knows that I'm in my own league. I'm judged totally separate. If we're actually going on the evidence, you wanna be a foe, do you know what the level is? You wanna be a pro, can you roll with the cleverest? Genius, I know it. Kinda like a roadside tug, get a poet. Kinda like a warrior, kinda like a scholar, but I could be an arse, so don't make me show it. I know certain kind of supporters don't like when I get this bossy. You think that I care? All that show, you don't really know me. See, I'm an arrogant.
I like that. I like that. They don't like when you get too bossy. You know what I mean? They find the reasons to not like us anyway. I deal with it every day. I swear I do. You know, and I'm not one of those people who are gonna curl up and just allow all the ills of the world. And I'm always talking. I always talk about it. And I think and for me, at least in my experience, when you put people on the spot with their prejudices, then you kind of stop them in their tracks when you call them out right there. on their stuff. So yeah, I like that. I don't care, what you say about me, or care if I'm bossy and all that, like he said, but yeah, no, you just gotta be you, and especially for somebody like this who, his intent, for as far as I know, and for the energy that he's given off to me, it's always a good intent, and that would be the same with me. Like I'm just a dude who I want to see. I want to see the world in the right place. I want to see good things for me and everybody else out there. You know what I mean? Like But let's keep this going. I'm sorry, he got me, but he. One thing I gotta say, like he is snapping. Like this is the best one of those. And we ain't even a fourth of the way in, and like he's really been snapping out. So let's keep it going.
Fuck on the mic, I am not humble, I'm only nice in real life. Who wants an MC that does not think that the shit? That defeats the whole point. Combat sport, this rap stuff. That's why man gets slapped when they act up. They cannot catch us, they will get backed up. You can feel the energy coming through the chakras. No aggression, the hood's not listening, cause aggression is what they're living in. So I keep spitting it, every day I'm spinning them. Call me Akala, there is no synonym, nobody similar. Not the same, I rap about life, they rap about chains. Yeah, we all get dough and we all drive mercs. All do festivals, all get work. We don't all lecture at Oxford with a hoodie on, cause I got no response for their nonsense. Don't all do education in war zones. Man, I shook to go Peckham. Despite all the big talk, they were not walking half of the places I step in. Catch me in anyone's hood on my own. Kids act like they've seen a ghost. I'm like, little bro, I'm 32 years old. You think I care about a postcode? I'm not invincible. I can get removed from the physical, but if I get murked, probably be political. Cause the things that come out of my mouth is a madness. I am a rebellious bastard with no respect for authority. So I don't suggest that you follow me. It's true, this can all end horribly, but I still be the anomaly, an entrepreneur. I don't say it cause it sounds cool. It's actually true. Ain't got a diamond chain, I admit it, but I do got an office with employees in it. Do take youngsters all around the globe, get them paid for the brain and the lyrics, while media wanna still paint us like we are just nothing but crooks. Along comes one so cool, it can make it cool to rap about books. And you can think that's sneaky and stupid, but all that show that you're clueless. Cause the global revenue from books every year is like 10 times more than music. Now I've sold how many books and self-published, how does that look? For those that only respect checks, swear the accountant ain't cooking the books, son. And I don't even think that capitalism should decide how you rate a rap on a rhythm. That is the age we're living in, isn't it? It's all about materialism, more important than any paper debt. Do you check for the youth them? Let's see. Any one of them little tugs right there, it could have been me. It could have been me. It could have been me. 15, I was in chimes and trends, Coliseum way back then, surrounded by big men and the clap of a skeng. You know what's being smoked ain't green, but everybody pretends. These time I kick ball for the hammers, weed in the girls, put a spanner in the matters. Fact of the matter is, lost my discipline, late night brethren's whip with a stick in it. He took it from under his dad's mattress, I never grew up with dad, who's better off? Complicated, I'm undercompensating, everybody talks road, I let them fake it, my olders was organised crime, they lick banks, so I ain't gas when you say you bag grams. Bad man, what's that? Madman, stop that. They manufacture gas, we just pop that. They import, export, we just shot that. Hustle ain't saying I knock that. I'm just saying we should see it's deliberate, and by now we should all be sick of it. I'm working on ways to get rid of it, mass incarceration ridiculous. So I go jail and I chat to the man them, fire in the booth part one, what I rap them, explaining the system and how all trap then, action more than rap then. All my fire in the booths, they have been studied as texts by countless PhDs round the globe. My youth now have some respect, and they still bang on the block from Brixton to Brooklyn, Palestine to West Papua. But this
I'm gonna stop it right there before that ad jumps in there. But actually, I'll let the ad play and then stop it. Let me do that.
despite all the personal comfort, I still feel sick when I think of the massacres. The world is fucked. There's enough.
Hey, beer hug? Bear, big bear.
To go round, but we are rule.
All right, let's stop it right there for a second. Let me push it back too, so we don't miss anything. Miss anything? No.
I'm working on ways to get rid of.
Oh, there we go. All right, cool. When he was saying that one part about how all his fire in the booths are being studied in text, like I can imagine that being the case. I know that's actually been a thing in colleges for like a long while, actually. When a lot of the rappers, and not just the more politicized rappers, but they've used other rap songs and rappers where they're studying. They study hip hop. Not only just hip hop, but what's being said in these songs, you know, about the social conditions and all that stuff. So people are really trying to dissect, you know, the mindset of a lot of these artists, you know, and where does all, you know, just trying to decipher like everything, like I said, the social politics of a lot of what these guys are saying, you know, trying to figure out, you know, what is exactly being said, you know, because some of them may put it straightforward like him, and some may use a lot of metaphors and stuff like that. But let's keep it going.
Mass incarceration ridiculous. So I go jail and I chat to the man them. Fire in the booth part one, what I rap them. Explaining the system and how I'll trap them. Action more than rap them. All my fire in the booths, they have been studied as texts by countless PhDs round the globe. My youth now have some respect, and they still bang on the block from Brixton to Brooklyn, Palestine to West Papua. But despite all the personal comfort, I still feel sick when I think of the massacres. The world is fucked, there's enough to go round, but will you rule back? There goes preaching again. Akala, stick to the script, just stun. Tell him about your whip, brand new something and sit. How many girls wanna? Well, cuz, come on, let's be honest. I was not ugly before this shit. So you can imagine, but the brain power you cannot fathom. I mean it truly from the bottom of my heart, though. Please jump on the bandwagon, I've made it cool to be conscious again. Say thanks, cause I know that you got more sense. I know that you know yourself when you were sat down with your grind and the friends. That's our culture, respect for the elders. If it's not coke, let me call you a coke kid, no biggie. When I rant with a car, I'm so silly. I'm like my grand's name, so Millie. 10 years first album, 10 years no daytime play. But in October we're selling out cocoa. Come along, learn about a show on the stage. No hype man, no cup in the mic. Musicians and visuals all mixed right. I like 40 songs squeezed into an hour and a half. His supporters actually like. Consistency matters, the rest is just package. Imagine these rappers is tragic. Sitting at home, having to watch me. They're like, I swear it's black magic. Yeah, black magic. Griot, tradition of the rappers. I study my craft, you man them are slackers. Bow in the presence of greatness. So you're only trained to rate fakeness. Love that I get is so overwhelming, I don't even see no haters. Yeah, few men have got more status. Which one has more respect? That's what I thought. Akala's the one that they still can't get. Cause I'm like Dennis Brown meets DMX. I'm like Shabba and Brookie and Deck. Running down old school Stratford Rex. I feel sorry for whoever comes next. That's like running off the Usain Bolt. That's like singing after John Holt. That's like trying to floss on the Pope. He's so beyond money, he tries to act broke. I'm like every book's written at once. So I got the youth's head fucked like skunk. Little bit of reggae mixed with a bit of punk. And the discipline of a Buddhist monk. Like how it feels when you come, she comes at the same time. Now you are one. Oof, you will swear there's a God when you're done. Even if you know you don't believe in one. Son, all of my children have left the building. Charlie can't have them back cause I've killed them. If I don't feel them, they ain't real, them fate is sealed then. Just don't deliberate over the ill estate soldier, the middleweight roller, didn't we take over, didn't we take over, the middleweight roller, the ill estate soldier, deliberate over. Lines that I rhyme with a force, so hard it separate your mind from your thoughts. Know that I am inclined to divorce, you little big mouth from the height of your horse. See, it's a sign of the times that we walk. Those that talk sense get a line in chalk. Those that talk shit get a line of support. Right round the block for the minds that they bought, for the dominant philosophy, the legal armed robbery, the global monopoly, that's fucking up the only planet that we got. If I have my way, I'll tell the truth, I'll let them rock. But unfortunately, it's not. Fuck off.
Yeah, I gotta stop it. I gotta stop it for a second. He just went extra heat mode in that last minute or so. He just turned it up. Oh my goodness. And dude, I know he's impressed. You know, he don't know what to say. But let's keep it going.
This is so easy, I love this shit, but I'm almost bored. I could write one of these every month, but to give them a chance, I've only wrote 4 core. Man, are not training, they're not ready for the levels of Shaolin. That's almost an hour of bars, my dog, none of which is on my albums. And I got 6, and I write books and plays and scripts. Still find time to go teach in the bits. Who told you that he's not the shit? Well, a bloody liar he is. Oh, what this little idiot try chat to me and you know me can't feel it. Why try smile me, your eye them tall, too damn big for your belly. Not on your Nelly, not on your life. Could you find one to touch him on the mic? Yeah, right. Imagine a famous rapper from the States, barring for 10 minutes straight. With the bloody cheek to do it double time every time. How much piss does he take? Knows that he's great, knows that you're fake, knows that he won't have a bar from your mate, knows that you're late. Look at the anticipate every word that I say when I speak. Cause it's the knowledge of Timbuktu, mixed with the slang of a London hue. Added in a heart and the soul of the blues, my youth. Now how can I not go true? Half of a cracker plus half of a coon, half of a kelp plus half a maroon. If I'm feeling anything that's close to half heart, ain't your half more than half doomed. Half of my tune contains more content than every single thing you'd ever do. Guessing is easy, but only a few could spit content and still slew. I'm sure you noticed this true. One of them is not you. You what? You wanna have a Barney with the magic mount the machine gun armies with the only one that is channeling Marley. You watch rappers while I'm studying Garvey. Left that. We can all see who's the best that you came for. Connect 4, I came for a chess match. Not the same league, even the same sport. Literally hundreds of stamps in the passport. Not the same league, even the same sport. Literally hundreds of stamps in the passport. And I ain't this black women to make my living. So who's more successful than him? Yeah, I got love in my heart, but it's not all peace and love. Nah, are you kidding? Yes, there were things worth killing and dying for. Ends ain't one of them though. What are you lying for? Now if a man runs in your house, Tom's your mum in the side of a mouth. Who in the right mind wouldn't understand why you ended up taking him out? Yes, love is not soft or sorry. Love is so tough it can make your mum catch your body. Love's the only thing worth killing and dying for. That's what I've learned in my time on this earth. Think that I'm wrong? Go to a lifer's wing. Look the man them in the eyes. Done that many times, got one too many rhymes. The London in my lines, a dungeon for these guys. Crush them to define 100 at a time. Must have defined the cusp of what is rhyme. Clutching and I climb up the level line. Was always at the top, but now they recognize. Trust you.
Whoa. First of all, he is rapping for a long fucking time. This is a lot of fucking rap, dude. But he's again, he's having these moments where, you know, he kind of puts it in not cruise control, because he's snapping all the way throughout. But there's these points that, like, just like some 30 seconds a minute ago, like he goes into, you know, they like he was saying somewhere up in there, like the double timing of the flow is just like, ooh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, let's go get him.
Climb when I go double time, the flow is so ridiculous. I do prophesize. Guys are ill advised to dive into a fight with I, the wicked eye. You will never get a blind. That weird caller, 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 that weird caller. Hey! That weird caller, hey! That weird caller. Man, I the caller in the building. Oh my God! I ain't fam, I wanted to wheel that up like 30 times. You are disgusting, fam. You're
disgusting. That is disgusting. You know, in the best way.
Locked up, fam. You should be locked away. Crimes against the pen, man. We try. We ain't even done yet, but yeah, we try. You are an animal. We try, bro. Every time you come, you blow me away, fam. I thought you used to pass yourself every time. You know what? Sometimes people come back and the Friday booth weren't as good as the first. You gotta keep raising the levels. Every Friday booth you've done has been better, bro. No, thank you.
He ain't lying. Like especially this one, and there's still more to come. There's still like a whole lot of it more. Let's keep it going.
We're trying. I don't even know where to put that. Like where do you put something like that? Yeah. Like you got scales, you got levels. Fam, that's somewhere else. Consistency, bro. It's over there. We got respect.
Will you be my freeze? New Mike's Hard Freeze. All the flavor without the brain freeze.
It's not even in the atmosphere, man.
He got my man excited. I'm excited too. Let's keep it moving, man.
Definitely, we're trying it. Evidence is evidence. I think there's only been a few platforms that's put us all in the same space as MCs and allowed us to be judged.
Wow.
On our craft and not hype and marketing and what the record label's spending and all that. That's all good. There's nothing wrong with all of that. But it comes down to this, isn't it? Lyrics, flows, rhymes.
Thank you. He's bad. I wish, but I guess most of these guys, they don't care because and he just basically in some ways explained the difference between real MCs and rappers. You know, rappers, they need all that stuff that he was talking about. You know, people paying for them, the marketing, the promotion, all this stuff that has to come with them. When, like he said, at the end of the day, it's just you and the microphone. You know what I mean? Like where's you at when that's happening? You know, so that's what I'm talking about. Like when it's you and the mic, it ain't no publicist, none of that. You know, but let's keep it going.
That was disgusting, bro. We try. You know what? I brought something though. What? Because I thought, you know what? Even though I knew usually I would end it there, but I thought it's 10-year anniversary, 10 years since the first album, we got all this activity going on. How can we do something on this platform of all platforms to take it to a new space? So I brought you a present, bro. You might have heard me mention it a few times in the rap.
Yep.
I wrote a graphic novel / illustrated poem, collaboration with an artist called Tokyo Ayama and Troy Edwards.
And that's
Layson.
for me, yeah?
That's for you, brother.
Did you sign it for me?
You know what, I didn't, but I will do when we come off air.
I love that.
I brought a copy for you, because I just wanted to give you a copy.
Love that, bro.
It's been very good, but also...
The man's an author as well.
Because this next piece I want to share is from that story. So I've written a story, it's a long form rap that we've then illustrated and turned into a graphic novel about the rise and fall of human empires. And this particular piece is from a space in the story where the main character, we call the knowledge seeker, is being born and reborn in sites of conflict all throughout history. So let's give them something a bit conceptual, a bit different and out the box as well. I'm working with a composer at the moment to turn that into, for want of a better word, a spoken word opera. Shout out to Paul Gladstone Reed. So this is a piece that I wanted to share on this platform of all platforms, just to get us thinking about what the art of rhyming means and what it could be. So,
You ready for it?
I'm ready, bro.
You're an animal, man.
Let's do it.
I'm ready. Yeah, let's do it.
And it seems I was there. Where? Everywhere. Every battle ever fought, every stab, every shot. Through the ages of humans, this killing machine, I could feel everything though. It wasn't a dream. I was every soldier that I'd ever fought, with a shield and a sword, all the blood ever drawn. From a dagger or a bayonet, an axe that will slay your neck, or automatic gats that clap, only spraying death. I was in a tank that exploded in Iraq, in a drive-by gang war spraying out cars. I was in Nam, dropping napalm, but it burned my skin. I was also Viet Minh. I was an Italian massacring Ethiopians, but the bullets only pierced my flesh because I was both of them. I could feel every single wound of the flesh.
Dude, I didn't know we were going into spoken word. I didn't realize that, but this is dope. This is dope. I'm here for this.
But also the pleasure of causing the death. I was a soldier of the caliphate on a crusade, a killer, using Christ in exactly the same way. I was every woman ever killed in a witch hunt, or every little girl forced to grow with a split soul. Cause men like to snip clits or zip bits closed, so their rape feels nice before they take my life. I was fighting for liberation, a woman and a general, bringing death to cowards that sold my genitals. One moment, I killed to be freed. The next, I was a monarch that killed for my greed. Tutmosis III, Alexander the Fake, Caesar, Napoleon, Francis Drake. The arms of the state, with armies that are great, but I was also the resistance that's hardly ever praised. I was every indigenous person of America that died trying to protect their homes from a predator. Then a robe-clad Roman senator, and every noble that showed you the ways of the treacherous. I was in the Belgian Congo hacking off limbs. In Rwanda, a cancer doing the same thing. I was a Japanese general occupying the Philippines. A Filipino child too young to know what it means. I was at Sharpeville, I was just 2. My mother with a bullet in her head, and I knew. Barely out of her womb, I played with her wound. I knew life was a cycle, she would be back soon. I was a soldier.
I'm gonna stop it for a second. I'm gonna push it back just a tick or two, and then I'll kind of let it finish out at that point. But this is deep right here. You know, he's reminding me of like a poem that I had wrote like a long while ago, and I really didn't consider or never considered myself a poet, you know, but I've written, you know, some poems, you know, just in my spare time, just for the sake of, because the creativity was flowing or whatever. But I had wrote like this, it was a little tiny piece called "I'm All Y'all Niggas," you know, and this reminds me of that because he's speaking of all these different, and just not no specific people, but just these people in places and time, all these different people who suffered all these different things, you know, and just to point out like we're all the same, you know what I mean? And that was the point that I was trying to make. But this is very reminiscent of that same thing, you know. So let's keep this going.
barely out of a womb, I played with a wound. I knew life was a cycle, she'll be back soon. I was a soldier of Ashanti resisting the British, but at the same time still selling humans to the Dutch. If you're honest with yourself and you look back through human history, you'd see that we're totally fucked. Cause I was that little girl in that church in Alabama. Then the Grand Wizard, then Margaret Sanger. Then I was Paul Warfield, Tibbets Jr., feeling just fine in a B29. I did my job. 100,000 dead. I went home to relax. Then I was every child ever born with deformed limbs. Cause there were just pawns on the board to inform kings. I saw sharks following ships, intrigued by the trail that comes overboard. I saw sharks following the ship I was on. I knew then that it couldn't be long. We had tried to get free, but as if that were wrong, we were thrown overboard from the deck of the Zone. So many bodies that the sharks couldn't finish the flesh. It took the waves to administer death. And I joined the rest at the bottom of the sea. The uncounted millions that dreamed to be free. The next minute I was back on a ship. This time as a soldier of the French. Right off the coast of Haiti, we made a gas chamber for African rebels. I couldn't deal with the stench. Then my head was chopped off by one of Dessalines' henchmen. He gave the order for killing all Frenchmen. Then all I could see was pyramids. Can you see? Designed by man's mind but built by his greed. The strangest pyramids I ever did see. It's not built by stones, but the bones of families.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. I need everyone in the studio to make some noise for Akala. You are.
No, dude, just the look on his face, I'm not sure how genuine it is, but it looks genuine. But man, dude, he's really like that was it, dude. That was inspirational. You know what I mean? Like again, let me finish this off before I get to saying what I have to say.
Something else, fam. I mean,
Thank you, bro, thank you.
I don't know what it is about 2016, but it just feels.
It feels like a hot. Yeah, I can't even lie. I watched some of the other Fire in the Boost they've been lately and I've been like, whew. Whew. I'll just say it and be honest. Wretches in particular. I love Nasties before that. There's a few that I've loved. Bashies, a few of the years, there's been a few that I've been like, whew. And then Wretches came out this year, I was like, and I told him, I was like, oh,
Bro.
oh, that's a level. So,
You know what?
let's keep pushing the boundary and hopefully everyone who comes on there
I think you
keeps
just done that again. I think the boundary's
elevating
just
the
been
hard
pushed.
rhyming, you know?
I think you did just do that already. You did push the boundary already. You did that.
That was something else, bro.
Yeah.
Like that was. I visualized every single last thing you said there.
I hope so. I hope so.
Every single last thing that you said was visual, bro.
I hope so.
Like, you know what? Sometimes I wish there were words to describe people like you, bro. Like, and that right there for young bucks watching this is why Akala's here 13 years later.
It's true. It's true.
And he's still doing what he's doing. He's a successful businessman.
That's right.
He's messing that soundboard up. He's in the little sound effects like a bug. Oh.
Ownership is key. Everything he has, he owns.
Right.
I salute you, bro. Nothing but
you very
respect.
much,
You
sir.
are an animal.
Same. Is that it? Yeah, that's gotta be it. All right. That was Akala with Fire in the Booth Part 4. And I agree with what the guy said, you know, about wishing that there was words to explain to properly put into context like what type of artists these dudes are, man, because I think some of the words that we already have still kind of undercut the importance of dudes like him being out there, and still pushing, the messages that he is through his music. So I definitely appreciate this dude because we don't have enough of these type of guys out, and it's for a lot of reasons. I get it, a lot of dudes just don't want to go this route. Some dudes, they do want to go this route, and there's a lot of red tape, that stops them, but yeah, no, and sometimes it's just fear. You know what I mean? Like that. I think that's what it is a lot of the times. Like dudes are not scared of losing out on the money and stuff like that, which is one thing they'll be scared of too, because it's not as profitable to be this type of MC as it is to be one who's talking about materialism and stuff like that. But these guys right here, the Akalas of the world, KRS-One, Chuck D, Black Thought, Ciroc, all these type of, I know X Clan is still out here, surprisingly enough. But anybody, any of the conscious artists out there, much salute to y'all, much love to y'all. There's still people who care about the messages that y'all are putting out here, and I'm gonna be one of those people just to try to do my part on my end to help put out and promote some of this stuff that y'all are doing. So much love, salute to Akala. I love the message that he's putting out always. Even before I dove into his rap, I was in love with his message as a speaker and as an activist. So again, great stuff, great stuff. This was a blessing. But I'm gonna get up out of here. Before I do, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the share button, hit the playlist option, pick the one named Akala Reactions. You'll watch them, like them. Make sure you're not requesting anything that hasn't been reacted to already. I do have playlists for other artists. Please check out all that stuff. The Cash App is on the screen. It's $ You Made Roscoe. For those who like to show their support or appreciation for the work being done, there is that. And that's all I got. That's it. That's it. So I will see you guys very soon. So until next time, y'all be safe and y'all be good.